friends, welcome back to my channel. Today I am sharing with you the first round of products that I have selected for my project pan for 2021. I won't lie, I have a number of products that I am just recycling from 2020, but I do have a few new ones. So we'll go ahead and start with the new ones first, and then I'll show you the repeat offenders that are hanging around for the start of 2021. So the very first thing I have pulled out is the current setting mist that I unintentionally started using. That is the CoverGirl Clean Fresh Prep and Set Water Mist. At this point in the winter, I'm starting to experience a little bit of dryness, especially around my under eyes. So I tend to lay off of the stick it to my face type of setting sprays and go for more of the hydrating or refreshing type of sprays. So I use it for that reason, but I also started pulling it out because this is what I've been spraying onto my shadow brushes to give me more of that liquefied look. I just love it. I will say with this sprayer, I feel like I have to pump a ton in order to get a full application around my face. So I imagine this will go relatively fast, but we'll see. This is the starting mark. I got this as a freebie from an Ulta order, so just using it up would be extra bonus for me to try something new out, and it's also in the rose scent, which I love. At this point, I have this and two other rose hydrating types of mists, and I'd like to truthfully get them all used up this winter, early spring. So we're starting off strong. We'll see how it goes. The other new item that I have is my Maybelline Instant Age Rewinder. This is the multi-use concealer for under eye circles, blah, 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 in the shade 110 Fair. I want to use this because, as you probably saw in my inventory, I have a lot of concealers, and I actually have ready to go a backup of this, and I'm trying really hard to stay focused and not play with other concealers. So I want to finish this off. By putting it in the challenge, I will get it finished off more effectively than if I didn't. And then after that, I'll either take out my fully new one and start using it, or I'll play with my other concealers, see if any of them should be decluttered or not, make a decision on that. But either way, I have a lot of concealer, and I definitely want to polish one off immediately. Final two newbies are a 2-for-1 special. I'm bringing in a foundation and a mixing medium. The foundation I'm bringing in is my Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Soft Matte Longwear Foundation in the shade 140. This is a pretty intense coverage foundation for me compared to what I like. It airs more on the pretty much full coverage, somewhat medium coverage, depending on what sponge I apply it with, type of product, but she old. And since I decided not to get rid of her when I did the makeup on the chopping block back in the tail end of 2020, it's now time for me to get this used up. I do have to mix it because it is a little yellow leaning / it tends to oxidize, so it's not a perfect match as is, if you can see on my face. So I'm bringing in the LA Girl Pro Color Foundation Mixing Pigment. This is the only lightener that I have right now, and I'm bringing this in more just to see how long it lasts. My plan is to document that and then be able to purchase the e.l.f. one. Hopefully it'll be in stock, and sort of see, one, how comparable the two of them are to each other, but also how quickly I go through which one, and sort of compare price per usage. Because I basically have come to terms with the fact that my skin tone is actually pretty hard for me to match. I don't find a lot of drugstores have shades light enough for me, and I don't always find that I can color match myself effectively online. So I just will realize that I kind of always need to have some kind of mixing medium on hand to do some mixing, and this might replace the e.l.f. one simply because it is a full ounce and it's not terribly priced. I think it's $9.99 when it's not on sale, but I tend to always find it on sale. So I don't have much of a starting mark here because I've only used it a few times, but we'll see. And then for my Fenty, I think this is my starting mark. I didn't really get a long time to let the product fully settle, and I tend to keep it in a drawer. So I think this is the starting mark. I hope this goes relatively fast because I just want to use up something that is pricey that's also on the older side. All right, I'm gonna do like a lightning round of the repeat offenders. So the first one that I want to carry on with is my Cover FX primer. This is just a nightmare to have in a Tupperware container. And I know if I don't keep it in the challenge that I will go work on something else and then this will just go bad, and I don't want to do that. So gonna get this finished off, I hope in the next month, maybe. I think that's feasible. We'll find out. Then I have my Rockateur blush. I know I was a little bit on the fence in my finale, but I really do want to see what another year will get me with this. So this is where we are starting. I really hope that 2021 is the year that we say goodbye to my beloved Rockateur box blush. Then I've got my highlighter, which is the Glow Subtle Silky Cream Highlighter in Glowing Lights from Lancome. I really think that this year this can get finished off as long as I balance the eye looks that match this. I feel like this will be no problem. It definitely is on like year 3 or 4, and so since it's not a powder, I feel more compelled to use it up entirely. Got an easy one. I've got my Chapstick Total Hydration 3-in-1 in Blood Orange. I really believe next month this will be finished off, and then I will select another daily lip balm to use. I really want to finish off some of the other chapsticks that I own because they're definitely getting on the older side. Then I'm bringing in the NYX Wonder Stick. I think a third month should do it for this. I'm just more keeping it in here because I'm curious to see if 3 months is the total time span it takes me to use this up, and I don't think I'll pay close enough attention to that month-to-month mark if it's not in a challenge. So looking forward to see where we go with this one. And the final two that I'm sticking with are my 2 liners. I've got my black liner, which is from Maybelline. It's the Lasting Drama Waterproof Gel Liner. Looks like this. She's definitely moving at a pretty quick pace. It's a really creamy pencil, so I feel like I maybe apply it 3 times, 4 times, and then I sharpen it, so I am sharpening it quite a bit. And then I've got my full-size one, which is in brown. This is from Sephora. It's the Contour Eye Pencil 12-Hour Wear in the shade Cocoa, and this one looks like this. So there it is. I definitely have chosen a bunch of items that are carrying on from 2020 in hopes that I can get them used up quickly. I also opted to, at the start of this challenge, not bring in a ton of powder products because I feel like those take a very long time for me to use, and I would just like to explore some of my makeup before making some of those long-term decisions. So I'm hoping to see some fast progress early on, maybe get a bunch of products finished off earlier on in the year, and then perhaps decide on some longer term items to focus on, but we'll see. We'll see how the year goes. I hope that you're excited to see me do these Project Pan updates, and I very much appreciate you tuning in and giving me positive feedback and vibes. It does make it easier to do these projects. With that said, I'm out of here, and I'll see you in my next video real soon.